Before scanning can commence, a few steps of preparations are required. First, turn on the system in advance and make sure that the protection and heater tip is attached to the scanner. The protection and heater tip has a yellow label. Allow the system to warm for approximately 10 minutes. In the meantime, retract the gingiva around the preparation to make the margin stand out clearly. Use cords, hemostatic agent, laser, etc. Remember to stop the bleeding as it will otherwise be scanned. When going to the scan page, replace the protection and heater tip with a new scan tip. Put the scanner back in the scanner mount and allow the system to warm up the scan tip. Dry the teeth lightly using compressed air. This will make scanning faster and easier. Start at the preparation, or first molar of antagonist. Wait 5 clicks before moving. This will help build up a good starting point. Then complete the scan using the recommended scan path. The recommended scan path can be found in the manual or on the TRIOS itself using the Training Center on the Help page. Move the scanner slowly and smoothly. This will help stitch the scans together. You will hear a more frequent clicking sound. Keep the tip 0 to 5 millimeters from the teeth. It is okay to touch the teeth occasionally. If you keep the tip too far away, you will see large regions of black in the scan field view at the bottom right corner of the screen. Keep lips, cheeks, and tongue out of the scanner's view. Keeping these parts out of the way of the scanner is the single most important factor to obtain a good and easy scan. What you see in the lower right corner is what is being scanned, so be sure to keep lips, cheeks, and tongue out of this view. Use your finger or a dental mirror to keep lips and cheeks away. Be careful not to scan your own or assistant's fingers. You can also use a lip and cheek retractor. If you get lips, cheeks, and tongue in the scan, make sure to delete these using the trim tool, especially where they have contact with the teeth. Then simply restart the scan. If you do not trim the lip, cheek, and tongue away, the system may have difficulty scanning. If stitching is lost for some reason, the clicking stops and the rectangle in the middle of the screen turns red. This can happen if you move too fast or if lips, cheeks, or tongue get in the way. To restart scanning, go back to the area indicated on the screen and wait until stitching restarts. This may take a few seconds. If you want to restart scanning at a specific point in the mouth, simply click on the 3D model where you want to restart, position the tip over the area, then start scanning. This may be used, for example, when restarting after taking the tip out of the mouth. During scanning, you may focus your attention on different areas. One option is to look at the patient's teeth while scanning and listen to the clicks. If it stops clicking, carefully move back to the area indicated on the screen with the red rectangle. Occasionally look at the screen to check that you covered everything. Another option is to look at the 2D image at the lower right corner of the screen. What you see here is what you scan. Avoid lips, cheeks, and tongue to get an easy scan. The 2D image is always live, so if you lose stitching for some reason, you can use this view to find your way back to the restarting point indicated on the 3D model. Occasionally look at the impression being built up on the screen to check if anything is missing. When scanning is complete, inspect the result by rotating the scan. If an important area is missing, simply touch this area on the model and restart scanning from this point. It's important to have good scan quality of the preparation line. To get this, use gingiva retraction methods, avoid interference from saliva and blood, and be sure to scan from all angles. It's also important to have good scan quality of the contact points. The system will inform you of non-scanned areas close to the preparation mark by an amber color and arrows. The dentist can then decide if additional scanning is required. Naturally, the occlusal surfaces must be covered sufficiently. In order to align the jaws, you need to make a bite scan. If you scan a full arch, you need 2 bites, one on each side. Start from the second molar if making a quad scan. Start at the canine if you are making an anterior scan. While centering the 2D image on the occlusion plane, slowly move the scanner tip in a straight mesial direction with equal coverage of upper and lower teeth. Scan 4 teeth for optimal alignment. This should take no more than 5 seconds. How to pass the centrals. Passing the centrals requires a little more attention than passing the molars. You should move a little slower than at molars. Slowly wiggle the scanner over the teeth, shifting back and forth between lingual, palatal, and labial sides so you cover both sides. Keep an eye if stitching is lost. If lost, move back to the indication on the model and wait for stitching to restart. How to scan contact points on molars where space is limited. On the first molars, position the tip perpendicular to the jaw and then rotate the scanner to scan the contact points. On the second molars, go across the mouth to get more space, then rotate the scanner to scan the contacts. How to pass an area with no teeth, for instance, pontic at a bridge. Tilt the scanner to the side of the teeth in order to scan gingiva in the area of the missing teeth. This will bridge the two sides. How to scan sides of teeth. If the sides of the teeth seem difficult to scan, rotate the scanner closer to 90 degrees to the scanned surface. Also dry the teeth.